South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium, as we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rebels about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll run the RPO, and Portland makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And this setter down gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
He's got an open man. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Dome wide receivers, and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Quick strike complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Just keeps slinging it. Makes the catch. It's live. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. And I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like them, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Rebels offense has its first opportunity of the day. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right. David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Wallace. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here come the Irish back on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Carr. Got his man on the outside. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Makes the grab. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Fields. Turning it on. Knocked out at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. The sure hands. It's Lee. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Find some fresh air. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Using his legs, it's Diggs. picks up the first down. On the move at the 30. Up to 44 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. They've been running it, but now the pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. And they'll try to break the seal on the second quarter by putting 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Miami is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. And the U is staring at a big fat L right now. They're trailing by 24 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Behind the chains now on second and long. It'll be a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Carr. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
A really productive run gets it up to the 31-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Rebels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Gets it out quickly.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now. You're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Looking to the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. The offense changing the play. On the snap, it's Love. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air, it's Carr. Gets it out fast. There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Handoff to the lone back. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. It gives you enough.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on throw, and that leads to the interception.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Stribling. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to go in at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Dropping back, it's Carr. It's complete to the left. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. The short hands, it's locked. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Coming up for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll give it to him again. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversation.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Never a doubt.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
On the run from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
Will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Finds his man, it's Lee. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. The Rebels in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete downfield. Turning it on. Touchdown, Rebels. He got a step and just dusted the field.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Grinding and pushing his way, and man, he got behind his pads, but they get him stopped just inches away from the goal line. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. From the gun to give, looking for room. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Fires one high and deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Defense in press coverage. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. With the catch, it's Pauling. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This slot receiver is a guy that defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Makes the grab. It's Bob. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throw.
Run to the right. Smashes ahead. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. The play fake on 1st down. Fires to the end zone. Finds his big tight end. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Reese, that That's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back on the option to give. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Sends it back in motion. Snagged in the middle. It's hot. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Grabbed behind the line. It's hot. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. It's a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it along the sideline. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. They'll move the wide receiver. Working that left side now. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. To the air, it's Carr. Complete in the middle. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously
fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Leaves it with the back. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Notre Dame, once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. They go to the draw. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
it's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Heading to the end zone, and he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark. And
touchdown! And the beatdown has ensued. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewitt, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides to back and leaves it. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And that one's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, going to the air. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge, explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. Pulls it in on the left. The junior making a Clutch play and turning in a big catch. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got enough space. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the stomping has commenced.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lacey.
All right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone. Get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position. But you just get some few first downs. Get that first down right now.
Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Lee. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's high. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football.
Breaks into the open. Powers through. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Rebels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Here's a heat. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lee. Tackled at the 16-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and we'll see if they go for it here. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Smashes through the tackle. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Looking to throw at Simmons. Bringing the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Coming out with it, it's Pauly. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready. Moving. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
Sprinting away! Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the pummeling has started.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Looking to throw at Simmons. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Corners are going to bail. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked